Hello, hello, hello. Guess what today is? It's Monday. So, it's different from like Healing Monday, like I said last week. I am starting a series of teaching things that I learned over the course of 2 years. And I feel like it would be helpful for others along their spiritual journey, life journey, whatever journey you want to call it. So last week I basically talked about the numbers and what's the meaning of every number. This Monday I'm going to talk about how to calculate your own life path number. Okay. I'm thinking about basically going over each life path number, but I'm gonna see how that goes. Okay. So to basically calculate your life path number is the month that you was born in plus the day you was born in plus the year you was born in. Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all how I calculate it, and of course you calculate it however you want to. But this is just how I calculate it. Okay, so I was born in November, so that's 11, on the day of 24 in the year of 1998. Okay, so this is how I have it: the month, day, year, 11/24/1998. So remember I told y'all that master numbers and karmic numbers, you add whole, you don't add like you add every other number. Okay, so me, I like to start off with my year first because you have 4 numbers in your year, so I just think it's better to start off with your year. But like I said, you do as you please. So okay, so this is how I did it. So I basically run down I added the 1 and the 9, which is 10. Then I run down the other 9, which is 19. And then I added 19 plus 8, which I got 27, 9. 27, 9. Because you add the 2 and the 7. Okay, because it's not karmic or it's not master. All right. So then I will basically bring down my day. And 2 plus 4 is 6. But of course I will do that. And then I didn't mean for that to be like that. So this is what I got so far. 11 plus 6, because 2 plus 4 is 6, plus 9. So with adding all my numbers, that's a 6. I hope that look like a 6. But I got 26/8. So that's my life path number, is basically 8. Okay, so that's how you calculate your life path number. To me, it's self-explanatory. It's basically adding. Anybody can add, I feel like, but of course it can be difficult for most. But hey, if you have any questions or any concerns, please drop a comment, excuse me, or anything like that. But that's how you basically calculate your birthday to get your life path number. But if I'll do another one, I'll do my boyfriend's, okay? Because he don't have any master numbers or karmic numbers in his birthday. So he was born 1 plus 6 plus 1998, which is 7 plus 9, because remember, me and him was born at the same year, and if my year is 27/9, his year is 27/9. Okay, so that's how I did his. He was born January 6th, 1998. So me and his year is basically the same. So of course we're gonna have 27/9. So I just put the 9 right there for that. And 1 plus 6 is 7. Of course 7 plus 9 is 16. 7. So mind you, 16/7 is a karmic number. So he has a karmic life path number. Okay? So yeah. I'm trying to see, should I do another one? To just give y'all like how it's supposed to. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all one with a karmic day, day. Okay. My nephew. So he was born March 16th, 2015. Okay, so that's 6, 7, 8. So his year is 8 plus 16 plus 3. So I kind of did quick math for his, but he was born March 16, 2015. So of course his year is 8. You leave the 16 as whole, and then of course the 3, and you just add it straight across. And I got 27/9. Okay, so that's kind of how you do it. So for instance, there's only one master number for the month, which is 11, which is November. So you will add that whole, but of course any other number that is 11, 22, they don't have a 33. So 11, 22, 13, 14, 16, and 19, you add those numbers whole. Okay, do not add them like individually, if that makes sense. Like you don't add 1 and 9 to get 10. No, that's 1 and 9 is one whole number. Okay, so I guess I could tell y'all, what the life path number is. It won't hurt nobody. We're gonna be sitting here for maybe some hours, but it's all good in the hood. Okay, so I do have other life path numbers. Like for instance, my niece, she was born in November, but her birthday is the 20th. So, and her life path number is 19/1. So that's a karmic life path. Okay. But yeah, nevertheless. So for anybody that has a life path number 1, life is asking you to be a pioneer, to be the leader, not a follower. Okay. Life is also asking you to be independent or original. All right. So anybody that has a karmic life path number 1, which is 19/1, life has put you in a position where it's going to push you to be in the forefront and not have a choice about it. So basically you're not going to have a choice but to be front and center and to do things that other people normally wouldn't do, because that's what life is pushing you. That's why you came back to this earth, to have that life number, because maybe in your life, like your past life, you always allow people to be center stage or to be the spotlight, you know, and you always were dependent on somebody. But this lifetime is basically telling you, like, no, you need to start depending on yourself. Start being independent, start doing shit that you need to do, all right, than other people doing, basically. All right. So, life is basically saying that you don't get to hide anymore. So you can't hide this lifetime, okay? This lifetime, you cannot hide. You're gonna be in the forefront, all right? Life is gonna push you forward. Ones have a difficult mission. They are late bloomers. So if you notice, like, some people, like, just can't get their life on track until they hit, like, 35, damn near, is because of their life path number. Like, some people life path numbers are like 2s. Like, I'm gonna go more, like, I have way more information on numerology than this. This is just like the beginning. But there's a thing that's called spiritual maturity. So basically, every life path number hit a spiritual maturity by a certain age. So life path 1s don't hit their maturity until they're 35. Okay? So just keep that in mind. If you feel like you can't get shit right, you feel like that it's not, things are just not working out for you, or you just feel like everything is falling apart, because maybe it's just not the time for you to pivot, you know, like, go forward with things. It's probably like in this season, basically from the age of newborn to 34, is basically your time to fuck up shit, to get shit right, to not get shit right, to basically learn yourself in other ways, you know? So you will start to do the work that life is preparing you to do until the age of 35, okay? So that's the leastest number in numerology. That's the, like I said, that's the age of maturity. Spiritual maturity is 35. So how spiritual maturity works is basically descends. So if you are life path number 2, your spiritual maturity is 9 until 34, and so forth and so on. Okay, so life path 9, they hit maturity when you're 27. So a lot of people that have a life path number 9, they hit their spiritual maturity faster than most people. But anyway, for life path number 1s, you tend to sit back and allow other people to lead, right? But this year, like this seasons in your life, basically this life that you chose is basically telling you that no, you're number 1. No one come before them but God. You get all of your clues from your spirit, from the spiritual realm. Ones get all their information from above. Okay, so basically, if ones feel like disconnected, or feel like things are just not working out, or they just don't understand certain things, maybe you need to sit back, meditate, and ask, you know, your spirit team, God, Mama Universe, to help bring some of those ideas or things that you've been thinking about to come down to you, like basically a download. Okay. Like I said, 35 years old is where your gift of intuition kicks in. That's a big deal because you tend to be more intuitive than most, because you have to depend on source for all of your intuitive promptings. All right, that's why I said, when you feel like you don't know where to go or where things are going to lead you, take some time to meditate, figure it out, ask God one-on-one, Ask your spirit team one-on-one. Spend time in that realm to figure out where's your next step. Okay. You are not here to put anybody else in front of you except for God. If God is the ocean, you are a cup of water from that ocean. Okay? Like I said, I think I said this in my last video. If I didn't, I said it to myself. You are basically the how can I say this? You're basically like it was just in my head. Damn. Basically, I don't want to say like you and God is equal, but we all are equal to God because we all have the same attributes, I would say, that God have. Like I just said, if God was the ocean and you was the cup, if you was a cup and you scoop the ocean in this cup, basically everything that's in this cup you have as well. Just God have more have like vast and depth into him, or to them, I would say, if that makes sense. Okay. Like I said, you have all the same properties as God, all the same abilities as God, such as the creative principle. So, like I said, you and God are equal. Well, we all are equal to God, but not to an extent where, yeah, we are all equal to God. All right. You're here to wake us up, basically. You're here to lead with creativity and confidence. So anybody that's asleep or that still, I would say, still waiting on somebody to save them or to bring them out of whatever they're going through, excuse me, in a sense, you are that one to help them out of their sleep mode, I would say. I know I'm doing a lot of quotations because I don't know, but I do know that it's just like, yeah. Okay. Like I said, ones don't get to hide anymore. You're here to inspire everyone. All right. You have to be careful who you choose to be your friend and partner. All right. Because everybody can't vibe with number ones. All right. Number ones are definitely different. They are different. Because they're different. They are difficult. They are very difficult because they are single-minded. They have their own mind. They doesn't blend well with others unless they know how to let you lead. So basically, ones don't really get along with a lot of people because a lot of people want to control or manipulate ones to do things that they want to do. But at the end of the day, ones, they don't fuck with that. They don't. That's not their cup of tea. If you allow them to be who they are and you allow them to open themselves up to who they truly are, you get the best version of them. Ones, I want you to hear me clearly. Ones, you are not the fucky. All right, you don't allow people to fuck you. All right, you the one that fuck others. You are the fucker. Okay, I just want y'all to know that. You are not the fucky, you are the fucker. So don't allow other people to sit here and try to fuck you when you supposed to have been doing the bending. All right? You are the one that's supposed to be doing the bending. Don't let other people bend you over. All right? I just want that to be known. And be careful with addictions also, ones, because you have a lot of energy within you, which can be highly addictive. So, for instance, you could be addicted to video games. You could be addicted. Lord, you can be addicted to video games, to drugs, to alcohol, which I consider drugs. Yeah, but you do have an addictive energy as well. So also be mindful who you bring around you, because they can be really addicted to you and try to drain you of your energy and your talents and everything, because they know they can see your potential. Because sometimes people can see your potential without you seeing their potential, if that makes sense. Okay. Like I said, ones do have addictive natures. With everything, or whatever you guess, like, you tend to like it too much. I'm sorry, y'all. Sometimes I can't read my own freaking handwriting. I'm sorry. Anyway, but whatever you like, you tend to like it too much. Okay? So like I said before, food, shopping, sex, drugs, or alcohol, you could like it too much to the point that it can definitely kill you, in a sense. Like, especially drugs and alcohol. Food, yeah, because you can get diseases and like high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, even type 1. Well, type 1 is hereditary, but you can get type 2 diabetes. Sex, if you're addicted to sex, you can get all types of diseases. Some diseases that you can't cure, some diseases you can cure. But still, you should be mindful of the things that you like. You know, you should have like a work-life balance in the sense of the thing that you like. Anything you like can be a problem, okay? It need to be need to be cognitive of all the energy you have, and need to find a positive way to harness it before it becomes an addiction, okay? I'm sorry, I had a brain fart. But like I said, you need to basically find healthier ways to harness your energy before it can be a problem. So for instance, if you are addicted to sex, like pornography or whatever, go out for a run, go out for a walk, or do something else with videos, like record yourself talking, not doing none of that, but talking, or spend some time in nature. I mean, going on walks, going on for a run. Do things that you never did before. If that means working out, if that means going to a Pilates class, or getting a trainer, something like start reading more. Do something that can harness the energy that you have of being addictive to something in a healthy way, okay? Exercise is your friend. So all my ones out there, life path number ones, exercise. And then I don't mean be a gym rat or be a gym junkie. No, okay? Just go for a walk, probably go on a treadmill every once in a while, lift weights a little bit. You know, just get more in tune with yourself than trying to get in tune with other things to hide your own emotions. Ones are lazy rather than chill. Life path ones is staying it's like basically like a homebody. Ones are like homebodies. So ones, you have to get out and do something with all of that energy than being lazy, than just sitting down and contemplating what to do or anything like that. Ones walk and dance every day, okay? At least dance to 3 songs. Dance as sexual as you can. Sexuality is one thing that ones suppress, all right? So that means learn how to whine. Go to a wine class. Learn how to whine. There's a lot of wine videos on YouTube. Go to a pole dancing class and And I've been wanting to go. I ain't gonna hold you. I've been wanting to go. So all my ones, if you want to go, hit me up. But yeah, ones do suppress their sexuality. Any emotion that is suppressed will have a negative effect on you. So ones, remember, try not to suppress all your emotions. Learn how to journal. Even if that means record yourself just talking how you feel, do that to get it out than just suppressing it and allowing the bull, like just the bull inside of you, because it's going to come out, and it may not come out in the way that you want it to come out or what you think it's going to, how it's going to come out, if that makes sense. Okay. Also, ones always question authority. They don't like authorities. So don't run from it. Embrace it. Embrace anything that your heart is like, is tugging towards. Embrace it. It don't mean, like I would say, be addicted to it. No. I'm just telling you to embrace new opportunities, different opportunities, you know. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. At least that you try to embrace it. Okay? So my life path number 2. Life path number 2. So this is the first number of feminine energy. All right. Double masculine equal to feminine. All right. Because 11, 1, 1, that's 2 masculine numbers equal to 2, which is a feminine number. All right. Excuse me. Paths are going to be different for 11, 2 from a 22. Okay, 20/2 is going to be different. Okay, so with the life path 2, because I don't think I wrote anything on 11, 2. Okay, so 2s are here to balance and to cooperation, I meant. So you are here to learn how to balance and cooperate with others. All right. And it's nature for 2 wanting to be an operator, especially an 11-2. Okay. Like to be an operator, basically being the boss. Life is going to show and tell you that you can get a lot accomplished if you partner with people. Okay, so basically you could basically have a better production or productive life when you're operating as a team, so not basically operating by yourself. So 2s are basically here to balance and to cooperate with others, for real. There are certain times where you have to take a step back and allow yourself to be power behind the throne. So that's basically allowing other people to do shit and you just sitting back and letting them do shit until shit get fucked up. And they were like, oh, 2, what you got going on? What you think? And then you come with a whole elaborate plan and your plan actually works, you know? So it's basically not trying to be a 1. You basically just stepping back and observing things before you come up with certain things, if that makes sense. Okay. You're basically the puppet master. So you pulling the strings in the background. So that means when things are falling apart and all of a sudden things are starting to come together, that's you in the background putting shit together. That's like you basically you singing in the background. All right? And you letting other things in the front. Yeah. So 1s is on the thrones, but 2s are the ones that making it happen. So basically, when you see like a queen on his throne, just remember the servants or the knights or whatever is doing the real hard, sturdy work. She just sitting there looking pretty. And that's basically what twos are. They are the knights, the shining armor, and all those people in the background helping shit run smoothly, basically. Like, think about it like an assembly line or like a fast food restaurant. I won't say fast food restaurant, but like a cook line in a sense. You have the cooks where some people's on the wheel, the pit, and on whatever other thing they have. And you have an assembly line where they basically gotta put the food together or whatever. And then the runner or the server is basically the number one. So they get the credit or whatever so have you about the food, but really it was the twos that was putting it together. Okay, if that makes sense. So twos are very powerful energy. It helps balance out the ones. It is a good support and very grounded. Okay, so remember, the mind can hold a lot, takes in a lot of information, and they're very grounded, especially in the body, firm on the ground, firm physically on the earth plane. Like I said, two can hold information and call it back when it's needed. It loves everything that is sensual. They love to eat. They love good sex. Not only love music, but they need music, okay? Twos is the number of music. You should always have music in your life, okay? If not, start incorporating it in your daily life. So that means in the morning, when you're rising, listen to music. On your way to work, listen to music. On your way off to work, listen to music. If you are twos are basic. Like, music is basically second important to breathing for you guys, all right? Especially the music that is emotionally moving, okay? Music can affect the twos and could make them cry. Something you have to embrace, and in a way, it's part of your life, basically, okay? So, twos being a feminine number, they tend to be moody, changeable, all right? And music does help change two moods. Music do change two moods, okay? Like I said, music can calm the savage beast. Two have a beast in them, all right? Some people think twos are just, I don't know, soft-ass people, but they are not the softest, okay? If their temper is rising, people better watch out because they're gonna spaz the fuck out. You guys are nice, but no one should step on your toes, because if they do, they're gonna see the true you. All right, twos need to be aware that they can be emotional and overwhelmed easily. Love songs govern your soul too, so listen to love songs. Even though you may not love songs, listen to at least 1 or 2 love songs a day, and it's gonna change. You're gonna see the difference with inside of you, okay? You should learn how to write. They can manipulate things with their hands, okay? To have a big head of imagination. They are the number of lovers, okay? So if you've ever been loved by a 2 or a 6, you've been loved, okay? 2s and 6, they are like the most lovable people that you will ever meet, okay? Everything has to come together, like the mind and the body has to be satisfied mentally and physically. 2s has to be satisfied mentally and physically. Need to be touched. Twos need to be touched. I don't even know what that is. Other people. So touching is very healing and nurturing for twos. So twos, get a massage if you can afford it. Okay, get a massage. If you have a partner, allow them to massage you because that's something that you truly need, and it does help with the nervous system as well. Y'all do have a natural ability to perceive things, tend to feel things very deeply. Y'all do need to tend to be careful of people pleasing, because y'all do tend to people please others. Also, when energy is not reciprocated, twos will tend to shut down, so no one can get through to them. Twos can be very warm, but they can also be very cold. People say that twos are mean, but I don't think they mean, but some people do think they mean. Twos are like turtles. They hard on the outside but soft on the inside, and always willing to stick their head out for others. That's where the people pleasing come into play. Twos should always want to be mindful of how others are reading you, because they are always reading you, or they try to read you. Sometimes you guys do get stuck in your feelings. They strive. People think that y'all hide y'all true feelings, but twos are very transparent. Twos are very open. But twos are here to be strong and supportive when everybody else is falling apart. Twos have to be the power behind the throne. They have to be the glue, basically. Y'all can fall apart, but y'all can only do it in private, not in public, because a lot of people are depending on you to be the strong ones to help them when they're falling apart. Never push a two. Always allow them to come to you on their own terms. Twos are not to be bullied. Twos are loving energy, but it needs to be protected by itself. So twos need to learn how to protect their energy as well. Twos need to understand that they are the power that hold everything together. Make sure that twos get itself proper space for expressing themselves, because sometimes twos don't give themselves enough space to actually feel and understand their emotions. They just like, oh, I feel this, and keep it going, and then let it like build up until it's a problem. So twos, if I were y'all, listen to some music, love songs, gospel, listen to songs that basically pull on your heartstrings. And also twos can be afraid of the unknown. Most people are, but twos are more afraid of the unknown because they don't know what's on the other side of the unknown. Okay. So let's go to threes. Life path number 3, which is masculine, the second masculine number. Threes are very confrontational. They always fighting to be their authentic self. Basically leave it or take it. Like, you take it or you leave it. Threes cannot be shaped or manipulated because they are very open-minded, meaning that all types of ideas, ways of being ways of being free to create and to express. All right. And threes are always is wide open to try anything at least one time. Whatever it takes for a three to find themselves, they're gonna do it. Okay. They have to sample life, basically. They basically have to try things that they never tried before, you know? Most of the time when people, like my professor had taught me, basically 3 is like trisexual, all right? 1 is sexual, 2 is bisexual, and 3 is trisexual, because you're going to try anything once, all right? And when I say anything, I mean anything, at least one time. Nobody can tell them what something tastes like, sound like, feel like. They have to basically do it themselves, because 3s want to know for themselves how it feels, because my taste buds are different than your taste buds. So if you tell me that's something nasty and I taste it and I'm like, this actually is good. So yeah, so that's basically what a 3 is here to do. Is basically try something more, basically try something one time. Also, 3 is always bucking against their parents because they want to experience life on their own terms. So I would say if you're pregnant or you already have kids that's still young, do their life path number, so you will know basically what type of child you growing up with, basically. Because 3s, they are going to butt back. They're going to basically demand for them to do things their own way than try to do things that you basically want them to do. Like, if you tell them a certain way to do things, they're going to try to basically be a rebel and say, no, I don't want to do it. I want to do it this way. You know, sometimes you got to allow them to be their own person. Because if not, they're just going to wreak havoc in your household. Okay? Some people call this called 3s the perfect number. Basically, the trilogy. So you got the Father, Son, the Holy Ghost, Mother, Father, Son, mind, body, and spirit. Okay? It's the number of a number that compromise everything. Almost equal in the mind, body, and spirit aspect. If that makes sense. I'm sorry, y'all. Like I said, me writing notes is not the best. But 3s are very mental. They are bright. Yeah, they are very mental and bright. All right. Always ahead of their time. Always doing things as the first person in the family to do things like graduate college, buying their first home, starting a business. 3s are those ones. Not saying that any other life path number cannot be that, but majority, it comes from a number 3. 3s are very dynamic. They can do a lot of things. But 3s also have to be careful because it become a jack of all trades or a master of none. Okay? So basically you can know it all or you can know nothing. You can do it all, but you can also do nothing, if that makes sense. Okay? 3s can multitask, which can cause a scattered mind. All right? Because 3s can do some of many things. Sometimes I feel like 3s should learn how to narrow things down. Choose something they want to try and focus on it first. And if you feel like you mastered it, go on something else. Because, for instance, if you like to draw, you like to build things, and you like to dance, and you try to do all 3 of those every single time, your mind is going to be in a fritz because you probably dancing, but your mind is probably on what you're going to draw. You know, sometimes you should take time out for one task at a time. Maybe for the day. Like, for one day, you're doing nothing but drawing. Or the next day, you're doing nothing but creating different type of dance moves. You know, just space things out. Don't try to do everything like all together, because it's gonna really like fuck up your mental. Okay, so you gotta learn how to take your time. Give yourself grace into doing things. You know, you don't have to rush into do things at all. Okay, so threes is basically trisexual, because you try anything for one time. Difficult things. A tad bit. Most people call threes a daredevil, because they would do whatever they want to do. Threes are not fearful. They have a certain ability where they doubt themselves, but once they overcome that self-doubt, they are really dynamic. Life path threes always teaching you to be in the spotlight. So basically, whoever has a 3 life path number, life is teaching you to be in the spotlight. Basically, you gotta live like the paparazzi is always around you. Okay, somebody's always following you. Somebody's always trying to figure out who you are, what you want to do, how you want to do things. Okay, because everybody is interested in you. Okay, or something that you do. All right, threes normally have beautiful eyes. They have something special about their eyes. But remember, eyes are the window to the soul. So that's why most people will say they are attracted to your eyes or something like that, because they can see your soul, or you can see their soul, vice versa. Okay. Threes do have beautiful smiles. Smiles are the windows to the heart. All right. So with this masculine number, is very aware that it can do more things than most people. Can probably do several things, and most of those things are masculine. So for instance, even if you are a woman, you probably can change a tire. You probably can do your own oil change. You could probably fix a lot of things in your car that a man can't do, you know? Or you can fix stuff around your house. You probably can do good, like electrical work, better than men if you are a woman. And vice versa. Like, a man, nowadays, I ain't gonna even get on that. I'm not even gonna say what I'm gonna say. But some men could do some things better than women. Okay, I'm gonna just leave it at that. But yeah, 3 do have a ability to communicate with more than one person. They are basically master communicators. 3, y'all should learn to speak more than one language, even music. So music is a language. So y'all should learn how to speak a different language, because it's like indebted into y'all, and it's probably easy for y'all to pick up. It's because y'all are a jack of all trades, y'all, or a master of none. But it all depends on your mindset and how you are in general. Also with life path number 3s, the number this is the number of creation. So when 3s create, we all can feel it. They can make us laugh. They can make us cry. They can make us forget about our troubles. That's why I feel like most 3s are comedian. Maybe, I don't know, but 3s are really creative, very expressive. There are 3s have to have at least one or more ways to communicate. Okay, a 3 soul is always hungry for more, and you have to feed it. So that means it needs movement, stimulation, change. Okay, that's why with 3s get bored easily, in my opinion. Like one moment something is arousing them, another moment it's not. So you really got to learn how to stimulate your mind. That don't mean be a junkie to social media, oh, excuse me, or anything like that, I would say read, maybe pick up a habit of another language, go to travel, do something, to stimulate your mind. As a 3, like I said, they can get bored very easily. If they don't have a variety in their lives. Okay. 3 have to be mindful of the weight of its weight, because it can wind up being round or depression. And depression can always be on their heels, because like I said, 3s, they're really expressive, and they are like the multitasking of the numbers. So for instance, if just saying, like, if you can write a book, learn how to do something outside of writing that book, maybe learning how to play an instrument, or learning how to different tasks, like different hobbies, learn how to crochet, learn how to sew, learn how to do certain things, learn how to make jewelry, learn how to always stimulate your mind. So, because depression is gone, like, it's basically is on your ass the most, because y'all get bored easily. Like, anything can really, like, make y'all bored and not want to do it anymore. Okay. So 3, stay creative, stay involved. All right. Okay. 3 have this zest for living. So even when you do risky things, it usually turn out good for you. There's just something about you guys that y'all can do the most riskiest shit, and it still come out good on the end for y'all. Remember your masculine energy, and you are not here to be afraid. Be bold. There's nothing to be feared but fear itself, and fall in love with yourself. Okay? If you have a hard time learning yourself, loving yourself, or even connect with yourself, find different ways to do that. All right? Find different ways to express yourself. If that means cutting all your hair off and letting it grow back, do that. If that means getting tattoos because you want to basically have your body to basically show off your life, do that. Don't be afraid to express yourself in other ways that other people are not doing, because at the end of the day, you are you and they are them. And at the end of the fucking day, the day gotta end, okay? So don't allow what other people are doing to jeopardize what you want to do, because what you want to do may not look pleasing to other people. Because at the end of the day, you're not here to please other people. You're here to please yourself. You're here to love yourself. You're here to understand yourself. You feel me? Okay. So I'm going to cut it off right there. Yes, we do have 6 more life path numbers. So I am going to go over 4 through 9 on next Monday. But yeah, okay. So 1, 2s, and 3s. I really want y'all to tap into yourselves. I really do want you guys to find your life path numbers. If your life path number is after 3, just come back next week and we will go over the other life path numbers. I hope y'all learned something from this. I hope y'all learning something from this little series. I do want to get better with it. But of course, as time goes, I will get better as teaching and putting different things up so y'all can see, because I'm more of a visual learner. I'm not a learner. I'm not what is it? A verbal learner. I'm not that. I'm more of hands-on and I'm more visual. So when I see things, I feel like I tend to grab it better than hearing somebody talk about it. So yeah. That's the end of my video. But I love you guys. I really do. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the ones that continue on coming back, watching my videos, and learning something from my videos. But I just want to let you know, if nobody told you today, I love you. I appreciate you. You are special. You are smart. And you got this. Like, even if it feel like you don't got this, you got this. You feel me? We are in the same boat. We got this. We're gonna go on the other side stronger. You feel me? Maybe this side is for us to learn and to grow. So that means on the other side, the things that we learned and that we grew from are gonna make us stronger. You feel me? All right. Well, that's all for me. But love, peace, and soul.